There are very few countries in the world that produce their own aircraft. Ukraine is among the leaders in aircraft design on the global market. The Antonov Aeronautical Scientific Technical Complex was founded in 1946 by outstanding designer Oleg Antonov. Since its founding, the company has produced over 100 aircraft designs and has constructed nearly 22,000 planes. Ukraine is among the leaders on the market with its unique concepts and innovations. Aircraft design and production is a field in which it's very difficult for other countries to compete with Ukraine. Nowadays, aircraft are designed using digital technologies. Traditional blueprints are a thing of the past. Modern technologies speed up the aircraft development process and increase the quality of assembly. It makes it possible for engineers to check the parts early in the design stage. Using 3D modeling, it is possible to conduct virtual testing before any actual assembly. Before the digital era, the process was much more complicated. All the blueprints were transferred to the molding room, where they prepared templates and produced parts. Tiny defects were common, but today the construction is precise down to the very last micron. Initially, a large portion of the components for Antonov planes were made in Russia. The process of import substitution in the Ukrainian aviation industry began only several years ago.
Значит, надежный двигатель. Разработчик «Прогресс», запорожское КБ.
The Zaporizhia-based company Ivchenko Progress produces reliable engines, as does Motor Sich. These are world-renowned companies, which produce very widely used advanced equipment. The secondary power system produced by Motor Sich features unique designs, like its titanium chassis. There is also the Pivdenmash aerospace plant. The Electron Prilad, Ekran and Avionica plants produce a lot of state-of-the-art equipment that meets modern standards. At the same time, we buy tires and pilot seats made in England. We also buy from German companies like Litev and Goodrich Lighting. We also buy equipment made in the US. Generally speaking, we buy the most modern equipment, and of course, we are not inferior to any competitors. Ukrainian aircraft are reliable, cost-effective and easy to maintain. They can also land on rough airstrips. Due to these qualities, about 2,000 Ukrainian aircraft have been exported to more than 50 countries around the world. A digital cockpit provides all the necessary information for the crew, which makes the aircraft very easy to manage. Ukrainian designers have a solid niche on the civilian aircraft market. Antonov passenger aircraft comply with all international standards. The planes are designed so that they can be constantly upgraded and improved. This gives the Antonov aircraft manufacturer a leading edge over its competitors. Aircraft design is a difficult process that requires responsibility. Before assembling a plane, engineers must perform thousands of checks and make calculations in order to ensure reliability and safety. Reliability testing begins long before the actual construction of the aircraft. It begins at the design stage, and only then should everything be confirmed on an experimental level. The enterprise conducts testing on scale models. These models are not just geometrically the same, they are also dynamic. The flutter you see with this model actually happens to a real plane during flight, but we cannot see this in real life because the planes are flying at approximately 800 km per hour. But that's not all. After testing the model, engineers assemble two full-sized copies of the plane, one to undergo flight testing and the second one for structural and pressure testing in different atmospheric pressure and weather conditions. There are thousands of conditions and variations, all of which need to be tested. All examinations are carried out on specially made stands, like this one. The aircraft has to complete 60,000 takeoffs, cruise speed flights and landings. All the test results are recorded and submitted to certification committees. The certificate allows the Ukrainian aircraft models to be sold and used worldwide. and then they fly.